Greetings, my excellent friends. Today, we go to the Cistern. Which, I'd be perfectly fine. I'd just be like, alright, new level, what is it? Cistern. That's an interesting name, let's do it. But professional mind poisoner that he is, Sam has told me that this is a horrible place. So now I'm braced and geared up and psychologically prepared to be disappointed and unhappy. What's great is I haven't heard from him today, so he might not even be here. He's run away, left me to fester in the toilet on my own and with all of you. I mean, it's pretty enough so far in this little chamber. How do I leave? Oh, there's a hole. Of course there is. There's always a hole. What do you mean, ow? It's the first drop of the level, don't ow! There we are. And of course there's a rat. I believe I'm gonna let this rat kill me because I'm not sure. There's a thing with the deadline achievement where they're like, get killed by the rats underwater and also get killed by the rats on land, because for some reason that has an effect. I don't know. Either way, I don't know if do I have either of the mods here to record this incredibly slow death by 1,000 nibbles. Also, how is this a rat? That is a large creature. I don't know if you've seen a rat before, but they're not meant to be that size. See, at least this one's enthusiastic enough to keep eating me. Well, anyway. Sorry, this isn't the universe where you eat me. This is the universe where you DIE! See, now it says 25 out of 36. This is very interesting. Because that's correct. Do you remember yesterday I was talking about how the numbers were off? If you don't know what I'm talking about, there is an achievement called Deadline in Tomb Raider 1. It is for finding all 36 ways to die in the game. And it is one of those rare achievements where Steam actually tracks it on the achievement page. I don't know if you've noticed this, but it often doesn't happen. Most Steam games don't bother with this. But sometimes you'll have a game where they put in the tracking into the achievement itself, and this is one of them. So it tells me right now that I've gotten 25 out of 36 possible deaths, and while I haven't really been doing achievement hunting in this game, I decided to go for this one because it's a game-spanning one, and I have been keeping track of how much I should have. And 25 out of 36 is correct. But we got bitten by a rat yesterday. And we just got bitten by a rat now, so it shouldn't have gone up, logically, except it did. But the thing is, the information about the achievement reckons that the rats in particular are a problem, and some people say the water one doesn't count, only the land one does, which would track for this. Except, I know that it went up for the water one as well. It's gone up twice for rats, which isn't written anywhere. But that doesn't mean it's one extra. It's accurate. Because yesterday I had problems. I got killed by Midas, and I got killed by what was the other thing that was at star level? The walls coming in and crushing you. I got killed by both those things, and it only went up once. So I was one behind. I was like, oh, that's not good. I don't like this. I then proceeded to get 2 more from the fire and the rat underwater, and it went up twice, which it should And it was at 24, which is one less than the 25 kills that I'd had. Now the rats counted for twice, which compensates for whichever one in that level didn't count. But which one was it? Was it Midas? Or was it the wall? And why? Neither of them have anything to do with the rats. Is that the bug, and people just never understood it? They just assumed that, oh, the rat didn't count because I'm one behind, but then when I got bit by a different rat in a different spot, it went up again, so clearly it must have been the rat, right? Well, I don't know. Swimming rat and land rat can be considered two different entities. Evidently they are, but my question is, how does that relate to the one that didn't work? It could also be that Steam's tracking is off. Well, still interesting. Sam, I don't see Guan here, and the death was not counted, so I did get bitten by a rat before you appeared. If you would like to write that into the history of the world. Lucky 7-7. Eaten by a rat in the bottom of a toilet. Yeah, that darkness, that black square at the top is the closest we have to an actual ceiling texture in the original game. But in the new graphics, it's actually got a grating and everything. Snip, I think you have to watch Star Wars before you're allowed to make Yoda jokes. Well, we've buried the rat. Look, I can't really complain so far, because all we've had is... I mean, I can hear the dripping, though. The dripping does sound quite bad. That's interesting, and also, fuck. We're going to have to get that block. We're going to have to get that block and put it here so we can get on that switch, aren't we? Also, it looks like pressure plates here, but I don't know if that's the case or not. Are you allowed to wish that a girlfriend, any potential girlfriend in the comedy show you call life, will one day wear the Leia bikini for you? I mean, that's between you and it's the imaginary woman in question. I'm reasonably certain you've had a girlfriend at least once. You told me that. There was an anecdote. Though I don't know that they wore the bikini. You never implied you would never get one. Okay, fair enough. Just that they probably won't wear the bikini. Fair enough. What's annoying is if I just had pushed it instead of pulled it. But I always pull them. I always pull them if I can. If I have the space, I'll pull them because pulling them gets you through there faster normally. If you push it, then you have to push it several times to reach wherever it's going. Oh! Hello! So we opened that, but we also... Oh, hello. That's just a heal? I thought it was a item, like as in a I guess it looked a little bit like the gold bars or the lead bars, but they wouldn't reuse that. But no, it's, it is bar shaped, but it's a healing kit. Okay, you don't look like you're going to hurt me to fall down, unless there's a monster lurking around the corner, which there is not. Very good, very good, very good. And that seems to be linear so far as we head into... Yeah, so that is distinctly a different colour from the water we've had before. Like, they're going out of their way to be like, hey, this is shit piss water. And also there are lots of enemies. I don't know. Can I reach them? Oh, kinda. There was bullet to scale contact. We got blood in the water and all. Someone tell the sharks. Another rat. Oops! I don't think I want that. One dead. I think there were two swimming around in there, though, so we're probably still not properly exterminated. Pride Month is over, that's why it's the cistern. I was thinking of, can I make a joke about that, but I decided against it. Why didn't I hit? I know I didn't hit jump. I've been playing Crosscode. Crosscode is a game where you walk to the edge of a ledge and you auto jump to the next one, which is a feature that is real good in games that have that kind of, because it's a 2D game, so the verticality is sort of faked, it's implied by ledges and perspective and depth, right? Rather than actual physical model depth. So they don't have jump precision. You go to the edge and you just take it to the next one for the most part. You can fuck it up, but it's not. But the point is, I'm so used to that I forgot to hit the button. Where did the other crocodile go? Is it hiding behind... There must be some sort of tunnel that they go into. This is an interesting area. Is that a rat that's, like, alive and waiting to come get me on that side? I can probably make that jump, but I don't want to give it a reason. There you are. It's underneath me. Now, how the fuck? First of all, I should probably put the guns away so that I can use my hands. I don't see a clear way to get back up to here after I fall, so that's why I'm not interested in going down right now. Well, he's dead. Interesting. So the little puddle effects are embellished. This is just decoration. He's dead, Gav. I really should watch Red Dwarf again. Presuming that's what you were doing. And even if it wasn't. Right, you're looking for a key. What kind of key are you looking for? We don't have any key. Snip, as someone who forces himself to use KBM whenever a game uses any aiming at all. Crosscode is an interesting one, actually. More so than this game. Obviously, I'm using controller for this one because there is no aiming and the controls are very much built for it. But Crosscode is 99% a controller game, except it has an aim function. And because of that one function and just how fucking awful it is on controller, I can't play it on controller at all. Like, the menus suit controller better, running around suits controller better, jumping around suits controller better, melee attack suits controller better, dodging and guarding definitely suit controller better. It's one of those games where the guard button and the dodge button are the same button, but it depends on whether you're moving or not when you press it. Which can be really, really bad in certain scenarios. But you have a ranged attack, and the ranged attack involves 360 degrees sort of aim around the 2D plane. Not only is that ranged attack, it is also your primary puzzle solving tool. You shoot balls. You shoot balls of energy. And those balls of energy hit switches, and they ricochet if you charge them up. And so all of the game's puzzles, and the game loves its fucking puzzles, are built around funny things that you can do either with jumping, with the sort of flat verticality ledge system they have, or chucking balls. The right stick is your controller aim for that. And it is about 3 times as sensitive as it should be. So I'm trying to hit a very specific shot, and my aim is going viz, 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 viz. I gave up. Is crouch C or control, is sprinting shift or alt? Are you talking about Tomb Raider or Crosscode? Because the answer to both is neither function exists. For now. I believe Tomb Raider gets a sprint and a crouch or whatever. Sam can tell you that. But this game does not have either. And as to Crosscode, which is what I was talking about, yeah, it's a 2D game. There's no crouching or there's no sprinting. You just have your one run speed. Oh. See, to me, crouch is control and sprint is shift, and if it ever isn't that, then I make it that. I believe Hitman's the one where crouch is control and instinct. Sorry, crouch is C and instinct is control. I swapped those. My instinct is the C button. It always has been, because crouch is control. You're not allowed to crouch if it isn't the control button. Some games can be strange about it, though, if they have, like... So I remember, I think it was the older Hitman had both a crouch button and a sneak button. I did not know what the fuck to do with having 2 of them. This needs a key as well. Okay, but it looks like a different type of door. That might tell you what sort of... Like, that one looks sort of brown and rusted, and the other one looked nicer. But either way, we're not going either of these. That's fine. You booted up Neo. I have not played them. If I was going to get into Souls-likes, though, I'd be more inclined to play, not Neo specifically, but their Three Kingdoms one, made by the same people. Although Neo has got the Samurai Warriors setting, so maybe. Although I've heard that... Oh, fuck! I've heard that that one in particular is, or that series in particular, is even extra bastard hard. So it's probably not a good idea. Oh my god, there was a bat there. Not a bat, a rat. There was an at. Whether it's a bat, a rat, or a cat, it's an at. I think my Hitman control alteration that you don't like, Snip, is that my two mouse buttons on the left hand, one of them is dragging bodies and the other one is snap neck. You didn't like that. I have never misclicked that though. Right, so there's clearly some bullets there. Looks like falling isn't too dramatic. You will be able to get back onto here, but why do you feel like you remember me, Miss Glick? Because you dislike me and revel in my pain. Or you distrust me and believe me to be lying just because I said that. I feel like this one is going to be a jump forward and grab, not a run jump. But let's try run jump anyway. Nope, that just gets you to bash your head against the rock. Fun. That's a pretty complicated picture, yes, Snip. Although it reminds me of something unrelated, but of a similar vein of super complicated, just in terms of visually. Crosscode has 5 skill trees. And they are based on your, like, element mode. So you start off with neutral, and then you unlock these 4 elements. And you can only be in one element at once. So while you're in an element, you use all of the stuff from that skill tree, and while you're not, you don't. As a result, every time you level up and you get a point for the skill trees, you get a point for every single one. Which is nice. It means you don't have to pick which one to focus on. You get it at level 50. You have an equal amount of power in every element type that you have unlocked. The problem is you unlock the element types as you play. So when you unlock an element type, all of a sudden you have tens of dozens of levels worth of points to allocate, and also a brand new tree to learn from scratch. The other problem is that they give you the elements in the middle of the dungeons. And the dungeons has this fun little thing where one of the NPCs challenges you to a race. And there's an achievement for winning all of those races. And that achievement is based on your playtime, which is ticking while you're in your skill menu. So they give you the new skill tree during a timed challenge. And they do it for all of them. And the boss at the end pretty much expects you to use your new stuff, so you better come in with an idea of what you want to buy. What I basically do, I've only done the first one, but like I know it's going to come again 3 more times. What I basically do is, because the game autosaves whenever you enter a new room, if I feel like I've taken too long with a room, I will remember what I did in that room, load the autosave, and just speedrun the room, thus erasing the time I spent thinking. Speaking of thinking, why did I go backwards? I need to go forward for this one. Yeah, Wolong is the one that I would want to play because it's got the Dynasty Warriors setting and characters and all of that finely crafted gav bait. Can I not make this jump? Maybe I need to be right on the edge, No, save. Save while we're in this position so I don't have to re-enter the position. Right, I need to press the grab on button fast enough. That's my problem. Oh! See, I thought that was a dead end. I thought that was just like a nothing platform, but it actually leads to stairs in the back that I couldn't see because of the lighting. That's the way we went. That's just your key doors. That's where we came from. So we haven't been to the one in the back. And the one on the back side there. That's all right. What's different about Stranger of Paradise compared to Souls-like? Because I thought they were all just the same. Oh god, there's another fucking key door. Everywhere I go, it's just no. Maybe I need to fall after all. Can I get over there, or is this railing going to be in my way? I feel like it's not going to let me. Yep. Stranger Paradise doesn't punish you. Right, it doesn't do the EXP loss on death thing, which is the most disgusting element that any game has ever thought up. Ow, but you know what? Can't be bothered. Let's just look around down here, I guess. It is another shut door. Oh! Hello. Right, well I need that key, but I need to open these. Okay then. And I need that key, but I need to open this. The combat is more about parrying and pressure rather than slow, methodical dodge rolling. Slow and methodical sounds easier. I think I prefer that. I have played 2 games with parry mechanics, Dynasty Warriors Origins and the French one, Clair Obscur. So I'm not terrible at them, but I guess it depends on how generous their windows are. Is that a full circuit? There's a lot of these shut doors. Yeah, I think... No, that's... No, yeah, it is. Silver one in there and a gold one in there. Okay, I think... The other thing that I could do is check to see if the water has any paths in it. There is in fact a hole. It is a secret hole. A secret hole full of ammo. And another hole. Also, Stranger Paradise has the Final Fantasy job system. Of course it does. You are now afflicted with at least 17 bacterial infections. How did Demon Dragon put it? Lara can afford the health care. What's interesting is there's 2 ways here, which I don't know which one I came from. I came from the other one. You were disappointed by how little you had to engage with the job system once you found the one you really liked. Do you prefer it when the job system is, like, rewarding with, you know, if you master all of the jobs, or rather, the more jobs you master, the more stat boosts and things. It'll work its way. Rather than the job system being, here is a list of classes. Find one or two you like and play them forever. Motherfucker, that does not help me. Yeah, I don't mind that as well. Because, like, it's sort of a psychological trick to make you vary your playstyle rather than just pick the one you like and stick with it. Oh, this is not good. So that is nothing. Well, no, it's not nothing. You can see there's a switch that... we're going to have to play with water levels. I think we're going to have to play with water levels. There's nothing either. And then, ooh, here it doesn't even look like I'm going to be able to get out. No. Okay, this entire hole was an exercise in futility. Takes me to 2 alternate spots, but neither of them amount to anything at all. That's it. Nothing else in the water. Except for dead crocodiles. Okay, so where does this leave us? Everywhere I've gone, I've just been walled. That's funny. These guys face a different direction depending on which version of the graphics you're on. They're looking at me here and facing away there. Is that something up there? I should hope so, because right now I am accomplishing sweet bugger and all. Actually, this looks like it's just going to be too steep to walk up. Yeah, all we do is a backflip. But we can get up here. Maybe get around to the side. So far, Sam, you're right. This is not a particularly engaging level. I don't know if I'm just not seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing, but just everywhere I go is not fuck you. Oh, this could be something, actually. I might have found, finally, a method. What's over that corner? It looks like it actually does amount to nothing over there, but let me save and check it. Obviously, I don't want to stay over there because I've got to see what's up here, but is this really as empty as it looks? Yeah, it appears to be. I don't know what those that area is there for then. Well, anyway, this way. This looks like it might actually. What was that? I thought that was a big monster. It was just Captain Wankface again. All right. Uh, let's load. Yeah, that wasn't great. He still hurt me a lot. Maybe we should, like, move and stuff. I didn't mean in the water. Or maybe. Kabang! Kabang! Yeah, now you... Go away. You're leaving. I don't know how the hell he managed. He just despawned in that corner. Anyway. Let's look around. Nothing in there. There's a switch there. See what it does. Uh-huh. Helios Delius. Oh, and another one. Aha! Secret! No. It is funny how the lighting is, like, generally better in the old graphics, but the dark areas of the old graphics are almost always brighter in the new ones. So there's basically the toggle gives you the ability to navigate pretty much anywhere. That said, where am I going for this secret? It is a somewhat complicated secret. What happens if we fall down there? I would assume splat. No, not splat, slide. But I'd still like to get those bullets. Oh. There we go. I did it. I didn't have to look up how to do it. That's unusual for me. Right, downwards. Ow. But it was around about time to use a heal anyway. Poor Pierre? What do you mean, poor Pierre? He's been shooting at me all this time. If he's poor, then I'm a fucking athlete. So the other thing we were looking for here was a switch. I'm still checking corners and things. Oh. Hey. Okay, well, I mean, I may as well look down. Rat. They don't appear to have noticed me yet. Maybe they won't. Where does this take us? No E.T., please. Do not need a shotgun for this. You have very little sympathy for rich hoorays on a very extravagant gap year, raiding tombs, stealing artifacts from their home countries, and locking them in a personal museum. That is the least British thing you've ever said. Where's your national pride? That's a key. Your national pride is in Norway. That is not lined up well. That was not the right button. That was genuinely correct. Oh, God, Ark, don't do that to him. Rats. Anything there? Looks like this is grabbable, slidable, but I don't know if I need to or not. Like, where's it going to take me? Let's save here, drop down, and look around. First of all, though, probably go to this. And find nothing. Ow! Right, well, I don't actually want to fall like that, but I do want to look around and see if this... Am I in the secret again? Where am I? That takes me to no place. That takes me to Ouchlandia. I mean, I guess we'll do this just in case it takes me to another ledge. But I don't think it will. I couldn't see anywhere else that it could lead. Yeah, no, it's just... We're just going to the edge here. I'm not sure why this exists. There is a hole in the ceiling, though. Well, regardless... Oh, that's here! Right. So what did I get? What kind of key is it? Rusty. What does a rusty key open? Ooh, no, no. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Can I get back? How do I get back? Wow, that looks fucking annoying. Holy shit, do you see that? Just to get over there, okay. Wait, no, I don't need to get down here. Hang on, how do I get up? Right, sides. Nope. Other side? Correct. Why that way? What? I did not... Nothing in my input said left, please. Fine, whatever. No, 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 no. It's incredible how far forward she goes on just one tap. I think it's going to be that shit door over there. Which, yeah, I think means we need to slide. Actually, we don't. There's a top layer. Okay, that's a lot less annoying. Although I might need to slide this time to get that bullet. Always worth it for ammo. Wasn't that fun? It wasn't fun. It was very dull. Okay, let's if the camera would be so kind as to turn around. Nope, don't want to do that. Which means I don't feel safe running. So there we go. Now we're fine. Just need to get over there. In a series of 3 majestic jumps. Thud, crunch, ow. Then we get over here to this hole, and we key the hole. And then the door will open. Progress! We didn't even hit that switch. Which I maybe should go do, but well, we're here now, it's fine. Yeah, get bulleted. In your head. Don't know if I should be going forward or up. That ain't the way. Oh my god, mate! Give it up! Where is he? Well, I came here for a healing kit and I took enough damage to need one, so not particularly thrilled with that. Can we wind that back? Where is he that... That sucks. I want to trigger him without doing this jump, but I also don't want to have to... Oh, he's there! He's already here. Could you get out from underneath me, you miserable shit prick, and move to somewhere shootable? Fuck it. If I go back... No, not like that. That's what... fuck it. Just whatever. As long as we can kill him. I don't know why you don't go in the direction I expect you to when we're doing this shit. God. Magnums, perhaps? Yeah, to get the fuck out. Okay, that was better. Oof. But we're here. There's a sliding. Perhaps I just... Fuck. You, Oh, and that's enough for a splat. Yeah, we can just do this. The gorillas almost look like human bodies from certain points of view. If you just see the legs, it just looks like there's a dead man on the floor, which almost made me think, oh, I killed him, and then I realized, no, that's just a fucking monkey. Looks like there is maybe a reason to have gone the below route first, damn it. How about I come get that pickup later? Oh no, I'm still here now. God. If you haven't been counting, I don't know. At least 2 splats. What the fuck? Why did she do that? Oh, that wasn't needed. I hear a crocodile. I would have thought that was a lion. Right. No balls. Hey, Bruce, din-dins. Oh, we did get him. We got him in the corner of all places. That's funny. Okay, fine. Where are the other two secrets in this? No, I found 2 secrets, haven't I? How many? 2 out of 3. So the last one is not that far away from where the level ends, it looks like. Let's ignore that for now. Yeah, it didn't look like the crocodile was getting hit at all, then all of a sudden he went from taking it easy to dead on the floor. Which I guess, if you're gonna go, you may as well go quick. Or you could have a dramatic fit about it. Is that another one? Is that alive? Oh, sure is. Yeah, they are very dramatic when they die. Okay, I think that's all right. I don't know that there's an issue with falling the way I did. Need to figure out where I am. What I can do here. That sounds a little bit like the flapping of wings, frankly. Don't know how I feel about that. It wasn't wings. Okay. Now what? Stop doing that shit. Christ, just turn. Tank controls? More like wank controls. Oh my fucking god! There you go. So that's shut. That doesn't help. Oh no, there seems to be a switch next to it. Maybe that'll open. Certainly buckering a hope it'll open. So otherwise we're stuck here. But if all that switch does is open the door next to it, then this is basically... No, 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 fuck, shit balls! Oh, ah! Now, the next step is turning, right? Not back hopping to your demise. Turning. Do you know how to turn? You know how to turn me into an alcoholic. Now we just need to cool girl slide our way over to this fucking switch and see what happens. I'm hoping that opens. As well as, you know, something else. But... oh, good. And then there's the sound of something. Yeah, okay. No, stop. Oh, but the there isn't a lot of room to maneuver. Okay, there we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, can we shoot them before I go down here? I don't need magnums for this. Well, that one looks dead, and I should be able to handle its mate. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything up this side? Before I carry on, as if nothing really matters? No. And in fact, if it wasn't for that little door opening, I wouldn't have had any trouble with these spikes. Okay, are we happy? No, we weren't. Gav would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for their meddling spikes and their little door. God, okay. Working the creative juices on that one. I mean, I'll grant it to you, but wow. Here we are. Possibly. Is this the pool? Is this where I could not get up before? He says jumping back into the one-way pool just to double-check, but, like, to double-check. Like, I'm gonna reload. Yeah, I think this is it. Yes, okay, that's good. That means we've got a tiny bit of spatial awareness going on, which is, you know, big for me. Thing up there, we came in that way, right? Yeah. In the direction of the dead rats. I think it's safe to say we came in that way. Yes, we did. There's the spikes. there's that. Which we still don't have the ability to get to. There we go. No, no, no. Okay, we're fine. Is anyone else tired of the constant shuffling enemy sound? It actually... it stopped just as I said that, and I thought, oh, it listened to me. But no, it started again. It's not that kind. I believe the shuffling is from rats. Which, at least, is fairly tame for an enemy. Bastard. Faster to do this. Is this going to open the way to that key? Ah, finally. Can I just go right? No. Well, it sort of looks like there's a second area there that we could reach. That ain't great. Could we be less bouncy in our jumps there? Yeah, that's good. That's better. It doesn't mean don't jump, but just less bouncy. And here we have... literally fucking nothing. That's why it's so dark here. Okay, cool. Glad I went to the trouble of that. Still got hurt. Yes. Oh my fucking god, I hate this man! Where is he? Oh, he'd only show up after you get the fucking key, wouldn't he? Ow. Can we do that without smashed bones? I just gotta land in the water, but I need to get the key. Wow, we're a zombie. Look at that. We got no health, but we're still walking around. A light breeze and Lara will just die. Alright, it hurts a little bit, not as much. We can heal after we deal with Wally Wankface. Okay, let's get the Maggies. Yeah, you better... oh, you're not running. Better run. Stop shooting me after you've given up. I know what your health bar disappearing means. It means you turn into the immortal cowardly man. think there's anything else to be gained from this. We have another key, which means I should use it. I believe the silver one was the... What I really don't understand, though, is there's another? Because it got a silver key, but what's this, then? And then there's also the gold-looking one that's over here. We still have no idea how to open these. So does that mean that this silver key isn't going to be enough, maybe? That's possible. It was we need to climb up to the area. I'm still going to try it. Because if it lets us in somewhere, then it could just be that there's another silver door somewhere. But we'll go to the area that I dismissed, or rather the area that had a switch that I never pressed. Once we're done here. Fuck you too, game! Right, it's not that, it's... that. Yeah, that looks like a second door. I don't like this. I think I'm gonna get nothing out of this one. Yup. Sure is a nice solid nothing. Great, okay, well in that case I don't need to make this jump, so I'll just reload. Back to here. Well, we'll need to go up... What was the other way? Was it there somewhere? I think it involves getting up to this. Let me just get higher and then maybe I'll be able to figure it out. Hold on, everybody. Yeah, it's here. It's behind. It's on that. Blue Moon, have you ever raided any tombs? Congratulations on the complete waste of your points, by the way. Could be worse. It's better than wasting your money. Still more rats in there. Oh, no, I remember. I fell... Yeah, I fell down there, and that's when I ended up getting a key. There's also, it looks like jumps here, which kind of look horrible. I don't know if I need to take them or not. Because we went up that side, and we came out there. I hope not. You've never raided a tomb? So this game has very specific controls. It has tank controls. But also like very precise grid-based jumping. So while I can turn off the tank controls to make walking less of a rectal exam, all the precision jumping techniques that the game's design is built around are tied to it, so I'm leaving them on and just mostly suffering when necessary. Occasionally it's helpful. Let's see what this does. Hopefully it doesn't do something in an area I've already been to. A bit of fun for Well, that sounded like water, but nothing changed here. That I can see. Did anything happen here? Oh. Well, that is substantial. The crocodiles have floated up. The rats haven't. They're still on the floor where they hit. Oh, this is different. Well, it certainly makes some areas easier to reach, but... What does this mean for the KG doors? Are they all still shut? Quite so. But where should I go then? There aren't that many places I can go. The place with the switch doesn't really function. Like, that's no different, so there's no point in going there again. I could test here. Because we've been in here. And then there's also the underwater... Well, the underwater path makes sense. That would be flooded. Yeah, this doesn't look any different. However, I did want to get the thing that was over here, so let's grab that. Oh, maybe we can't. At least maybe we can't with ease. That's annoying. I mean, we still can, it's just, you know... a pain in various orifices I won't name. One. Nope. So how do I make sure I land on this? That wasn't so hard. And we get bullets. Bang, bang. But yeah, we're in an ancient Greek temple. Specifically, we're in the ancient Greek temple's shithouse. Hooray. I never actually went up there. But how do I'd have to... Let me just save, because if there's nothing up there, then there's nothing up there. But... because I dropped down to get the shiny, never actually checking to see if that top section had another one. Is that key? Oh, wow, I'm a big idiot. What? Is that what kind? Silver rusty. No, it's not for the door. It's not for that one. Rusty is the type I use to get in there. Does that mean there's a second one? Why is there a second one? I mean, there might just be another door for it. Well, I'm glad I checked. Oh, don't land on the water. I mean, do land on the water. Don't land on the solid rock. Okay, we're fine. Go this way. Although it occurs to me, I don't know when I'm going to get my next breath. I'm sure that'll be fine. Here we... Uh-oh. You're... Yeah, you don't... You don't transition. There are rats that swim, but this one won't come in the water to get me. So yeah, nothing in this game that's a water creature and a land creature. They are different. Yeah, that would explain a bit. I think I killed that one as well. Okay. Oh, there was something. I was about to say nothing here, but the rat was hiding the medipack with its horrible, ugly, dead rat body. Now, is this switch presumably reachable? We can pull it on. Yeah, we can pull switches underwater. Of course we can. But what do you do? That's good. That is downright lovely. Progress, the opposite of Congress. Which way? This way, I think. Not that I necessarily expect anything new here, because we already... Oh, God, where's the egg? There it is. Because we've already opened the door in here for the... key. But... maybe... What could be different that the water would add, though? Other than the fact that we can now reach this place. Or maybe we can't. No, we still can't get out of the water in here. That's funny. Okay. Is there anything to be gained from examining the watery side of this section? No, not really. Same old spike, same old death trap. So nothing there, just the second key. But that should help. Still don't have the gold-looking one, which I imagine will open that door. But we do have both of the needed ones for here. Apparently, this is a secret. This can be moved despite having 0 indicators that it can, and looking exactly the same as the one on the other side. The only reason I know that is because I saw that there was a secret in this area. I was like, where is that? And yeah, apparently this can be moved, so... I would not have found that on my own. Diddly ding. Okay. I need to backflip. Like that. Game. So unnecessarily extra, this game. It's the affectionate sigh of, oh, that is ridiculous, but I'm entertained, you know? We got 3 out of 3 secrets, so who cares? On we go. Right, there's holes behind us. A door that ain't gonna be opening. Till we make it. This is climbable. And we can carry on from there, and there's a... Hmm. There's a gold keyhole. I could be wrong about something. Because you can only use a key once. Hold on. I'm just going to save here and zip right back if this amounts to nothing. But... Does that second rusty key open you? I thought that was... For some reason I thought this was fancier. No, it isn't. The rusty keys open both of these doors. I just never went back and checked. And this one takes me into a puddle, which means there's a non-flooded version. Oh! Right, I'm pretty sure if I'd come here before I'd flooded it, I just would have fucking died. On those. I would have been like, look at me! I found it! I found what the key... So no, I don't need to go deal with that. Well, my concern was, what if I need to come here? What if I need to do the switch again and come here? What if I should have been here earlier and I need the other level configuration? No! No! No, I don't. Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Oh, gold key! Well, I'm glad that opens, because it'll make it easy to get out of here. That's... So the door that I thought the gold key opened was in fact the door that would lead you to the gold key. Well, gee, I would have been stuck on that for a while if I hadn't have twigged. Glad I found the second fucking brown one. Oh, balls! Why did you weren't here before? You don't really seem particularly interested in eating me, though. Which is fine, but my hostile intentions towards you are far more known. You know, they die much more quaintly underwater. The water crocodiles, they just float, right? The land crocodiles, when you shoot them, it's like they have to do their fucking Oscar nominee. Like... Okay. Bet you there's nothing here except that gold hole. So I was very correct to switch gears. Fucking... Don't whinge about it. It's just a jump. You'll do dozens of jumps. Oh, gorilla! Where were you? Oh, you're another... What is with these corner gorillas? How boring is their day-to-day life that they just spend it hiding in a corner waiting for a Tomb Raider to fucking menace? Alright. Gold. It makes the world go round. Gold. It makes the world go round. I think we're going to get attacked here. Oh look, lion! Zzz. I had lots of room to maneuver with that. Now, are those the only two lions? Or are those just the two at the door? Over. Okay, so I'm going to have to go crumbly hunting. I get that impression. That's fine. And It appears to be lionless. Gav has finally accepted his British blood. I have you know that my ancestry is Irish. Irish on my mum's side, and he never asked on my dad's side. He did not have a great relationship with my paternal grandfather. But it's fine, he's dead now, and nobody misses him. My paternal grandfather, I mean. My father is fine. Northern Ireland is British, much against that. Yes, and it is Northern Ireland. Also, but I didn't say that. I just said Irish. So why are you jumping to Northern Ireland as the conclusion? You're correct, but... Maybe I've said it before. I've probably said it before. Right, well, we have that, and we have a switch. I think I got all of the crumbly tiles. It's hard to tell because they look very similar to the other tiles, but, like, the pattern is clear. Sam is correct. How many crumbly tiles are there? 5. Yeah, and I've got 5. Good! Right, of course. How motherfucking many are there? This is Tomb Raider 1. I've barely started this shit. That was actually really good. I dodged most of the danger there. I'm not used to playing well. Oh, the lighting's actually average here. Like, doesn't change much between versions. The toggle's really cool because the lighting choices are incredibly different between graphic styles. And so if something is dark, usually it's bright on the other graphic style, regardless of which one the other is. Which is a little odd. Like, usually this is the darker version, the new version, but... Why is that shut? How do I... Clearly I need to go up, but, like... We can't do that. And I can get out if I undo that switch, but then I've basically done nothing. This switch must do something else. So I need to get through here. Hang on, is that fucking... Here. I just saw the little pull. The little tugging symbol. If I bring that in there, I should be alright. I should be able to get up and get out. But what's it hiding? Hiding, falling. Oh, Jesus. That's the end? Right, but then what about that bit? There's more to that. The end is screaming. That is not how you want to go. No, 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 no. No, stop fucking doing that. Forward! At least now she can't. Or she'll still try. Okay, now do it. Sure as shit hope there's something up here, because that was a lot of work for... Actually, wait, first, what does the switch do otherwise? Other than... Lock you in. Got it. It gives you more fucking rats, that's what it does. Big health pack, very good. And what I can only assume are magnum bullets? Yeah. One day we'll get an Uzi. Then we'll be able to fire our 8 Uzi clips. That doesn't sound like a lot for an Uzi. I'm pretty sure an Uzi goes through bullets. With a fair amount of haste. That seems to be it, though. Now I can go, wah! And fall through the hole. Goodbye, lions. Thanks for trying. But in the end, all you managed was dying. An hour and 23. Right, the next level is the last level in this chapter of the game here in Greece. So hopefully we can kill this dickhead dude that has been popping up and buttering off since we got here. Like, he's done that for 4 levels straight, I cannot believe. And we still haven't put him down. Like the dog he is. So unless he's going to follow me to another fucking part of the globe, I would hope that today, well, probably not today. I have to finish in like an hour-ish. So presumably not today, but in this level, we should be able to put enough bullets in him that he stops fucking moving. That would be my preferred. Right, there are only 2 secrets in this map. That is... quite some restraint they have there. Oh. Don't miss the secret to the left during Lara's cinematic slide. Right then. Keep an eye on that once I'm in the area. The other one is stepping on secret pressure pads. Okay. Fine. Pierre Dupont, serial Gavarok botherer. He's a Jehovah's Witness with guns. Christ. Can you imagine if the Jehovah's Witnesses had guns? Well, no going back. Questionable angle there, but my point was to try and look up. Ooh. Hang on, where's the air? It looks like there's a way down and a switch, but no air. That's a bit of a bastard for a level start. Oh, can I not hit that at all? I guess this is a... Oh, hang on. That... I think we need to drain the swamp here. Have I gone backwards? I may have gone backwards. I have gone backwards, but you know what? Let's just take the breath. I don't think there's anything I replay once a year. I don't think I'm that consistent. Even Dynasty Warriors games, I'll take a few years off. Well, not Dynasty Warriors specifically. I can go ages without playing a Dynasty Warriors, but a Muso game usually gets played probably more frequently as a genre than anything else reliably. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So you hit that, and then you have air, and that's why you couldn't hit that switch, because you need to be... That, I think that's just pure level consistency. I think that's just, you need to flood the area to finish the last level, therefore you need to unflood it to get out. Although you could probably unflood it before you leave, so maybe then you come here and it's not like that. I don't know. And that would presumably open le door. Ah, balls! They're just so fucking dramatic about it. What is the name of this level? Because so far we appear to still be in the shitter. This is the Tomb of Tihocan. That doesn't sound Greek. The Tomb of Tits Hogan. Any relation to Paul? Right. It's the Tomb of Hulk Hogan. Oh God, I hope not. I suppose he would probably have loot. He does seem like the kind of bury me with my riches guy that grave robbers love the most. That was bad. That was not better. Okay, can we please stop pissing about, Lara? You were wondering if there... Oh, there's fall damage. There is fall catastrophe. The wrath of autumn is not... is not absent from this experience. What the hell? I haven't seen one of those in ages. Okay, we're safe here. Looks like the exit's there. That ceiling bit is fake. It's just added ambience. That part over there looks... unneeded. I don't know why there's two entrances there, and I'm not sure how you would get to the lowered one. Nope. The problem is that this is a shit platform to jump from, so I guess we go over to here. Shit. Nope, 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 nope. I saved you from one there. There we go. Could I perhaps get to the next opening via the... no, I really couldn't. From the drop method, that won't work. Well, I don't know why there's a... Oh, there's only a switch here. Maybe... Well, if that does the water, maybe that'll let me down there. Yeah, that's a familiar sound effect. Let me guess. If I backflip blindly, I'm going to land in the sploosh sooner than I would expect. Yeah. Ooh, that's different. So that's actually raised that metal... Or not metal necessarily, but like that stone block there has gone up, which means we've now revealed another little hole. There's a bit of healing in it. It's good, because I get hurt a lot. Usually I can't heal from it, though, because my bones have snapped. Is this the entrance? Yes. What's that? Oh, that's the dead crocodile, of course. Silly me! I'm the one who put him there. It's terrible how slow her actual swimming on the surface is. Like, you have to dive to get anywhere. Are you ever going to stop? It's a really annoying sound. Well, I guess we just leave. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so we got a downwards and we got an upwards. Let's check them both out before we commit to any choices. That is just a switch. What does that do? If the answer is anything, I sure don't know it. Ah, right, water again. It's probably worth leaving there, because that'll keep us alive. Still wet down. Oh my. Oh, Jesus! Fuck! Canal? Wah! Was it gonna do that before I hit the switch? No. And there were side parts. I want to look at those. Oh, hang on. I can't go further. Okay, whatever. So yes, we do have to hit that switch, because the current must be going in one direction or the other direction and it won't let you out. It'll either not let you out or it'll yank you. With all the power of God. Wait a minute, give me my breath. So please give me a sec to catch my breath. Right, now we're going for a ride. Is there any way to, like, pull out of the ride before it's... No, that actually wasn't really a side path, was it? No, that was just a little dip. Okay, this is fine. There's nothing else. Now that I'm looking at it, there's nothing else. Except for whatever... nefarious eater of faces awaits me at the top of here. Rat! Wow, you're dodging real good, rat. Phew! That wasn't an amazing run, but you know, rat's dead. And what could be more important than that? Are we anywhere near... Possibly. I think there is a secret soon. Nope. Don't be like that. Out of the water. As not hiding anything, I guess that block just needed to be pushed so that we would have a stepping stone, or at least we will if she's ever willing to climb it. There we go. Wonderful. I like how these horse head masks wall carvings just look like guys with messy curly hair in the old version. Like, there's no outward indicator of, oh, that's an animal face, that's a snout. Nah, that's just a mask with curly hair. There we are. What's in that little hole? Nothing, just darkness. Imprisoning me. All that I see. Go back. In a world where one man battles a nefarious control scheme from the mid-1990s, watch as he does everything except what he was intending to do. Marvel as the buttons take every excuse they can to send her careening off of cliffs. And laugh as the game over screen appears again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And again. Right, so which hole's the appropriate hole here? The one on the left? The one on the right? Actually, there might be a third hole in the middle. Too many holes. Well, that one on the left seems like it just has ammo. And what the hell is that? Oh, that's not good. Well, we got the ammo. Now we need to not get the blade to the face. What's that? Oh my god, he's right. What the fuck? Why are you here? We're in the middle of platforming, dude. Pick your battles. Also, get fucked. That's the first time I caught him off guard. I don't think that's the end of him, though. His health bar disappeared. I think it's just because he moved away, not because he's... It's not going to be as easy as that. Now, I assume that I'm going to get a blade to the face when I try this jump. Oh, look, a blade to the face. Can I make that happen and then... Mr. Wanker is still there. Do those two paths go to the same place is the question. Because if they don't, I don't know which one I'm actually supposed to be taking or want to take. No, it's not looking like they... Jesus! Hey, man. It's Din-Dins. And maybe I don't want to be here right now. Maybe we deal with Pierre Dupont, or I would sooner call him Pierre de Schbag. Right, me and my guns are ready to say hello. Alright, what the fuck was that? I don't think that was him. Oh! Well, what do you know? What the fuck? I would. Who would. What? Like that, I was standing with the before and with the crunching of the eating of shit. Sam, you didn't say, I'm going, please start counting the deaths. I can tell you there were 2 in the last 60 seconds, but beyond that, I don't know. I mean, we splattered a few times going up, but I think you were there for that. I don't think Pierre killed us. A lot of the times when I get into trouble, I reload, so like death stuff. It's usually things that happen too fast for me to undo. Like, for example, like I don't usually die in fights, but I will die to full damage because that's one. That's funny freeze frame. Because that's one continuous moment. Or spikes, because I didn't know they were there. Or because I did know they were there, but there's still shit at them. And so we're down here. In a hell pit. This is the hell pit I fell into from the other path. Only now the crocodile, instead of getting dinner... Well, I mean, he got bullets. Bullets can be dinner, if you're desperate. What's that? Looks like it's going to open. Yeah, we're looking to stand on all of the tiles. And if we stand on all of the tiles, I think the ones that have the darker parts on them. It's fair enough. I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things if 1 or 2 of Lara's departures from this mortal coil don't get recorded, but from the perspective of streaming it, I really can't focus on the count. I'm too busy trying to figure out how to play the game. Okay, so how the fuck? We've got the secret, because the secret is just entering the room, but there's no way I'm going to know how to do this jump. I need to look it up. So, position Lara with her back to the slope that meets the floor. That's that one. And her chest against the side of the lowest angled block. So here. Backflip onto the slope and hold the jump button. Excellent. Healing and shotgun ammo. And that's the hell pit. You know that your death count was rough for Crash. It's plus minus 1% accurate. Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, I don't have an automated system that goes ka-ching every time I die and just, does it itself. That's probably programmable, but I don't know any programmers well enough to get that for free. Oh yeah, these! I forgot about that. Turns out the side of them won't kill you if you. There we go, easy. Like it wasn't even there. I forget. Is there a platform right under this? There sure isn't. Oh shit. That was just one. I managed to survive that, even though I reloaded. Well, I didn't time that great. I didn't jump that great. I didn't angle that great. Perfect. Uppity. But I just came out of the hell pit. A good way to tell that Lara has died is when you hear the scream and or the bone snap sound. But if you hear them both, that's guaranteed. Yeah, we need to shimmy. That's not shimmying! That's plummeting! Those are different actions! One of them is way more desirable than the other in most cases. In fact, I can't think of any cases in which plummeting is what you want. Phew. Great, what did that do? Is there water down there now? If I swan dive into the hell pit, will I? Yep. Yeah, I will. Good. What does that mean for the rest of the area? I think it means go this way, but like, I still want to take a look around. I wonder if the crocodile is alive, if it then just, you know, swaps the land croc out for a... Oh yeah, those. Okay, well, I don't need to go that way again. For one thing, I'd rather have Lara's head remain attached to the rest of her, but, like, the water's gone away, so there's going to be no diff. Hey, rat! Couple things. First of all, I took damage there. Don't think I need to. What, are you just not aware of the rat? You can see him! Aim at him! Probably shouldn't have used the magnums, but I've also got 600 bullets. I'm well equipped. Hello, Spore! Hello, Spikes. Hello, Lion. That was rude of you. Whoever paid these animals to time their prowls so well. There was a switch behind there. There's a gorilla up there, but I don't know that he can get to me yet. There's a keyhole. A long way to go. Now, before we abandon the area with the switch in it, we'll hit the switch. Right, that opened a door up in the sky near some gorillas, presumably right above my head. Can I use this here to get up there? Not really, because there's a hole in the wall. Sorry, it's rather the ceiling. Maybe, though. Maybe from, like, here. Yeah. There is a small problem, though. It's alright, I think the small problem is dead. Now we have to deal with the other problem, which is that I can't jump worth a shit. I can just get right up to... Yeah, I don't need to do the second one. Alright. Brilliant! That then being what the switch opened, which is the only way to go here anyway. Alright. Then... Where the hell in the map even is this, by the way? Can't see it. Well, let's see what we can do with you. Ah! Why would that happen? Okay, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the edge. And then do this. No, not that. I wanted to go to the edge. And then do that. And get a gold key. Well, I'm glad I did that. I'm pretty sure I saw the gold lock, right? Was that earlier or was that ahead? Yeah, literally right here. What the fuck? How did that even do that? Well, let's pretend they're not there first, because previously there was just water here. So what have I earned the right for here? You'd swim to this... Ah, I see. You'd swim to this point, and then you'd be like, well, I can't do anything else, because I can't go up. I'm gonna need a way to get past. So I didn't actually explore that. I backed out and tried the other ways. But when I had come here, eventually I would have found no way through. Cool. But now there's a way through, because I got the gold key. What's the catch here, though? Because these seem like a bunch of really easy, straightforward little safe jumps. That ain't it. Maybe there's no catch other than my own incompetence. Okay. Now, Lara, you have one job. Don't fuck it up. Come on! Maybe I just, like, do this. No, you don't. It's running jumps that put you in a position such that you have to backstep every single one. That's what we're dealing with here. Well, maybe not, actually. That one might be okay. Nope! So the catch here was just that it's tedious. But huzzah! We've got a push-pull. Multiple dirty-looking keyholes for rusty keys, I guess. Multiple shut grates that are great doors. Even more. A-E-O-A-A-A. Ica Dikos. Ica? From legendary JRPG, Skies of Arcadia? For the Dreamcast and GameCube? Nevoito Ev. Oikioinion. Tyanidamia. Cotineo. Those are fairly readable words. What do they look like in the original version? Were they readable words? Yes, actually. Well, not as clear, but that is in fact one to one of the scratchings. Cool. Well done. That looks different. Don't know why. Actually, that looks like an error that they might have corrected. Like the tile for the below part was stretched up. Yeah, I think that's an error. Well, I guess we have to move the movable because nothing else is going to happen. Everything else is shut and locked and all such. But what does the movable doovable? Other than make Lara groan. I was gonna say aha, but then I heard the sounds of threat. So I'm guessing each of... Hey there, gorilla, will you kindly stand still while I shoot your face? I do not want you in this place. You're a disgrace. Oh, why do you try to murder me? Yeah, alright, those are pressure plates. That's easy enough. Looking like they open the ones that aren't related to the keyholes, I guess, because there's more doors than there are. 6 doors, 2 keyholes, 4 pressure plates. Presumably it will shut when I move it off. So we should explore this one. Ammo? Sure. We'll move it to the next one, and we'll check to see if that one is shut, because if it hasn't shut, then we may as well move it to all of them and open them all. But if it shuts, then we need to do this piece by piece. Oh, don't jump on the block. That is not what I want. That looks like it's still open. That is good. That is helpful. Although the question arises... Yep. And so the question arises, does opening all of these give me monsters, or just the first? And by it's not really a monster, like it's a gorilla, it's a normal fucking animal, but I still think it's monstrous. If only because of the graphic designs of the original game. It may not be a monster in the traditional sense, but it is a polygonster. Right, well, the first 3 all had monsters in there, so what's in the 4th? What's in the 4th? In the 4th. What's in the 4th to kill me? Boulders! Boulders are in the 4th. You know, I think that might just be Death 100. Do I get a prize for dying 100 times in a video game? Why is that boulder flipping in and out of existence? Let's, We've already done one on this side, so let's do the other on this side before we examine that. Well, in that case, I should have gotten one for Crash Arc. Or is it that due to my committal for separating the death totals for main game and relics that I don't? I am looking forward to finding out if I die more or less in the other two games. I think Crash 1 has a solid chance of being the deadliest, though. It really depends on the death quotient of the various mini games and gimmick levels, because Crash 1 really does not have gimmick levels. So there isn't supposed to be a boulder here? Why could I see a boulder here? When I grab that med kit, is a boulder going to fall from the fucking sky? Is that going to happen? Could you mantle onto that, please? She really should be able to pick that med kit up without getting onto the platform. Like, she should just be able to grab it. It's right in front of her. But her pickup item animations are only for items on the ground. Anyway, it looks like 3 out of 4 of those were just dead ends with pickups in them, which is fine. I don't necessarily hate it, but oh, that's open as well. Didn't expect it to be. Because we only did 4 pressure plates, and there's 5 of these. Well, let me move this then to allow me to get up to it. I will do the one with boulders, but moving is annoying, so let's get it over and done with. Whether that's moving house or moving massive stone blocks that a woman of your size should never be able to shift. Moving in either condition. Sucks all of the balls. Arf! Is that boulder again? I don't understand that. I mean, there's boulders in the next room, so maybe it's like related. You think Crash 1 has the most precision jumps? Yes, that's true. There's a key here. Right. There's 2 keyholes. We need to put 2 keys in. One's for the boulders and one's here. That does make a degree of sense. Ow! That's not... I don't want to keep that. You know, the trap hurt when I start making Michael Jackson noises. I'm bad at boulder. Okay, so I need to go into the line of boulder fire in order to make them start. But I need to get out. Maybe I should just keep going, hey? Who knew if you just went for the key, you wouldn't get murdered? That is another death as well. Number 101, I believe. Oh, just go. There you are. I believe there's a secret coming up. Yeah, this is the sliding area, and there's going to be a secret to the left during the slide, so it might be a missable one. Oh. Alright, so we fall down there. And then we get fucking eaten. But how do I get this thing? There's an easily missable secret on the way down, so save the game before stepping onto the slope and do not overwrite this save until you get to the secret. You're aiming for the small flat ledge on the left side of the slope, 3/4 of the way down. To get there without too much fuss, slide down the slope facing downhill. Either hold look as you go or press it briefly as soon as the camera angle shifts to the view of Lara sliding. As she reaches the pointed rock on the left side of the slope, just before the flat ledge, jump and press left. I do not think I did that right. Aha! That's it. Oh no. Do you see that? Okay, so we need to deal with these breakable tiles. First of all, what does the pit floor look like? So this is interesting because... yeah, we can't make that, meaning if you don't... if you let these tiles break, you just don't get the secret. Let alone the achievement of breaking all the tiles. Although you'll need to break all the tiles to get through, because you'll have to jump to all of them. Interesting. Standing jump forward, side flip to the left, standing jump forward, side flip to the left, to the right, and then run jump. Okay. Codex of Greece. Find every secret in Greece. There we go. That is why we do it. And what is presumably the last part of the level. Perhaps I'll go a little late to finish it, and then we'll get 2 levels done in one stream, which is nice. Oh yeah, crocodile. Let me find somewhere to land. No. that work? Yes. Right. Let's just heal to full. Because that, my friends, was some bullshit. I just want to quickly check the area I came out of, because... Don't expect there to be anything, but... Yeah, that's fine. Pathway behind me? Yeah. Goes up a whoop. Goes up a ways. Maybe I should have checked out the rest of the water? I didn't say right now. There we go. Sweet! Opens a door in the water. Okay, that's probably something we needed. Well, I didn't mean to go all the way down there, all the way like that. But it's probably good. That's probably enough, like... Stop making dramatic moves, damn it. Yeah, because there's really nothing... else on the way down that I can see. Yeah, back in the water. Okay. And then forward. Presumably take us back out to the big cavern. Right? Yes. Okay, so we didn't miss anything. There's the crocodile that I removed from consideration in the Life Olympics. That is the hole we came out of, I think? Or is that? Oh, that's a dead end. We have large cavernous depths. And there's that door we opened, but hold on a moment. As that is clearly the way to go. I, of course, don't want to go there immediately. Let's come here, we'll find statues of thin people on horses. A shut door that I'm almost certainly going to have to open by taking that underwater path. and a large cavernous space where I reckon Wankface is going to turn up once I come back out here. And we're going to go down there, we're going to open we're going to go through the opened door path, and at the end of that door path we're going to find a switch or a key or something that will open the door. And then when we emerge, we're going to have a final bullshit boss fight against Pierre! The Pierce of shit. And then once he's dead, we'll be able to go through the door, and then we'll be out of here. Although, are we going to get an artifact? You'd think. Of course, now my problem is I don't quite remember where the little hole is. Ah, there it is. No, no it isn't. Man! Why is it gotta be so hard to find the little hole? Here it is. And literally... Oh, damn it. Literally just a switch. That's it. Would you please go up? Alright. Now, I'm sure there won't be any combat waiting for me up there. Why'd you get your guns out? No reason. No? Huh. Oh, God! What the fucking hell?! Why is it made of bones? Well, are we 26 death types now, or...? You know, we are. That's good. I don't trust you. No, it's death 102. There's two that you missed. Oh, this place looks important. Oh, this must be the tomb of Titicaca, or whatever his name was. Hulk Bogan?
Little late for the prize giving, no?
Oh my God, he speaks!
It is the taking part which counts.
You are filling me with way too many holes. He's gonna heal. Fuck it. Tanking and healing. We got him! Not so late for the prize giving. Defeat Pierre. Oh, he's got the artifact in his hand. He fucking looted it? You took my glory moment. It's not even on the plinth. Fucking wank turkey to the end, this guy. Looks like there's an upper section as well. Let's take a look at that before we take the thing. If he had a brain, he would have grabbed it and ran. He had a heart, though. Do you know how I know? I filled it with fucking bullets. Also, we're gonna have to come up here after we loot him, I guess, because there's a gold key. Why is there a gold key? Because, like... Where else would we bloody get one? Or do we have one? No. So he gives you the magnums if you didn't find them in a secret earlier. Imagine not having the magnums until now. God. Waste of a perfectly good magnum. Well, he was definitely a lot more put together than Larson, or the other guy. Equally offensively accented, but, you know. It was the 90s. Oh, we dropped a few things, actually. Oh, you dropped a gold key. Great. Of course, that does mean I have to get back up here, which is... Bastard ass wank. There we go. Yay. So if he had the key, where did he find it? Well, there's the way out. That's it.
Here lies Tehokan, one of the two just rulers of Atlantis, who even after the curse of the continent had tried to keep rule here in these barren other lands. He died without child, and his knowledge has no heritage. Look over us kindly, Tehokan.
Look over us kindly, Tehokan. Finish the Greece chapter. 26 out of 26 pickups, 2 out of 2 secrets. Faster than last level. Faster than the toilet, as it were. Larry, you got something in your eye. Oh, of course, there's a third piece. And it wouldn't be a tomb raiding game if we didn't go to Egypt. Oh, good. That looks like a colon. Don't ask me how I know. Right. Tomorrow we go to Egypt. Not tomorrow. Tuesday we go to Egypt. To the city of Kamoon. Kamoon. Huh. I think we've died to every possible trap. All we have left is enemies. 10 more things left to kill us. 10 more enemy types. Quite a few of which are in like the very last level or two, I assume. But the trap list includes wall darts, definitely. Falling, both when you dive and when you just fall, which we've done both. Drowning, yes. The swinging blade, yes. The boulder, yes. Spikes, yes. Falling debris at the end of Tomb of Qualopec, yes. Fire or lava, both count for the same tick. We've got fire, we haven't got lava. I can throw myself into lava just to be sure, but it won't add anything. There's nothing left to add. The chomping blades in doorways, we've had that. And then the 3 unique ones in Francis Folly and the statue of Midas. So yes, that should be all of them. If I count all of them plus all of the enemies that we've found, then it's 26. Yeah. Which is good. Means I don't have to think about dying to environment anymore. Just whenever I see a new enemy, I stand still and let the darkness take me. But we're now more than halfway through the game. We're halfway in terms of chapters. There's 2 more locations to go. But we've done more than half the levels. Although there will be more levels due to unfinished business. Apparently there's 4 levels in unfinished business. So when we finish the game, we'll still have probably 2 or 3 streams left of stuff to do for that. Anyway. A good time was had by all except Lara, who died a lot. Fare thee well.